To craft a weapon from scratch and bring it all the ways to max generally costs you a minimum of 425,000 zenny to a maximum of 431,150 zenny. What if I told you we can reduce that zenny cost to 0? What if we even sweeten the pot and reduce the materials you needed by 70%? Well, you're in luck, hunters, because for select monsters right now we can. From now until July 21st, you too can easily craft yourself a grade 10.5 weapon for the low cost of 0 zenny and 70% reduced materials. This is only for select monsters as seen on screen. This also works on all weapons these monsters have, not just the 3 that got the new styles. Now, I know what you're thinking. These are low tier monsters. Why would I care about these? Well, my curious hunter, there are actually 3 hidden gems in this event that you might want to capitalize on now. Let's talk about these 3 monsters in particular and why you should be farming them. Rathian is the first one we will cover. Now, normally, Gold Rathian will beat a basic Rathian in the DPS field. However, first hidden gem I want to talk about is the Rathian Hunting Horn. Only 3 poison hunting horns exist, this being Chameleos, Rathian, and Pookie. Looking at the style customizations for the Rathian Hunting Horn, achieving level 20 will grant you a total of 36 roar and 12 poison. This may not seem like much, but it will push its poison status to be on par with a Chameleos. After this, you have 3 options. You can unlock your stat boosts to provide you a 40 roar attack buff, 20 poison buff, or 4% affinity. Now, while giving yourself 12% affinity does sound enticing, if you want to constantly poison the enemy to trigger new skills like build-up boost, you can dump all 3 stats into poison and give yourself a massive 588 poison. This is the highest we've seen in game. This will definitely help create some extra poison procs that a Chameleos Hunting Horn wouldn't be able to do. Otherwise, if you are content with the 528 poison, you can dump all 3 stats into your roar power, pushing it to 1,973 roar. At face value, this may not sound like it will beat Chameleos' roar damage, falling shy by 113 roar power. However, the Rathian Hunting Horn has attack boost large. This will easily push its roar power to Chameleos level and above. Both are great options to take, and saves you the trouble of hunting an Elder Dragon. Normally, Barroth is the weakest of the ice weapons. Even with his weapons having a base 20% affinity, he normally wouldn't compete with monsters like Legiana and Kushala. Well, not anymore. Upgrading a Barroth weapon to its full level 20 will give it plus 60 roar attack and plus 40 ice attack. This brings the weapon to 1,486 roar and 1,171 ice. From here, your stat boosts at level 10, 15, and 20 can give you either plus 50 roar, plus 50 ice, or plus 5% affinity. Depending upon your build, you can even out DPS a Kushala. How crazy is that? You'll want all 3 ice attacks if you plan on running Critical Element with a non-Valor build, or all 3 affinity if you plan on running Valor. This is another great option to make if you don't want to farm Kushala. Ah, Barroth, the laughingstock of roar damage. He is the final sleeper pick for this event for one weapon in particular, his Switch Axe. Barroth is a monster that normally a Barro could even out DPS. Thanks to this event though, he has received a massive boost in damage. Thanks to Barroth being a pure roar attack monster, applying 20 levels to his weapon provides an additional 240 roar power, putting his attack stat to 2,343. For a comparison, a normal Diablos weapon has 2,371 roar. But wait, we can take this even further. Applying all 3 unlockable stat boosts provides an additional 150 roar power. This now puts us at a total of 2,493 roar. For comparison, a Black Diablos has 2,658 raw with a negative 30% affinity. So, considering you'll be doing 30% less damage at times, this calculates a Black Diablo's attack stat to realistically be 2,459 raw. So now, you're doing comparable damage to a Black Diablos weapon. Holy smokes! What's crazy is that's not even the best part. Unlike most Barroth weapons, the Switch Axe in particular has paralysis files. This means that while you're in sword mode, you're going to be paralyzing monsters like crazy. Combine this with skills like build-up boost and paralysis exploit, you're going to be the hardest hitting raw weapon, possibly in the entire game. How crazy is that? The only other paralyzing Switch Axe we have is Volvodon, and its Switch Axe only has a raw power of 1,817. That's 676 less raw power than your newly powered up Barroth weapon. Don't sleep on this, hunters, because you'll regret it. Now that you know about these hidden gems, let me give you a brief overview on the Riftborne monsters themselves. Riftborne monsters are much stronger than their normal counterparts. Your first priority is to break the glowing orbs on their body. Monsters will take reduced damage from your attacks until you break these orbs. From there, the rest of the hunt would be like a normal hunt. Outside of reducing the monster's defense, breaking the orbs provides you with two benefits. First, it gives the monster a chance at dropping their unique Rarity 6 called Rift Scales. Rift Scales are required to unlock the weapon's style and your 3 large stat boosts. Second, if you don't get a Rift Scale, you will be rewarded with extra monster parts. The amount of each rarity part you could possibly get is on screen now. This will help you get the materials you need to max out your weapons before July 21st. If these weapons don't interest you, that's completely fine. You can also use this event to bring your favorite weapons to grade 10 to progress towards your gold weapon medal. This concludes our video on the Riftborne event. I apologize if this isn't up to our normal editing standards, as I want to get this video out to you as soon as possible. If you found this information helpful, please give us a like and a comment down below. Share this with your friends so they don't miss out on this fantastic event. Hope you have a great day out there and stay safe.